Yeah. you wanna press. Okie dokie guys, and welcome back to another hobby tip. On this hobby tip today, what we're going to be looking at, epoxy glues. Now, epoxy glues are very good if you've got surfaces that just refuse to stick, such as PVC piping, or you basically, your super glue just isn't giving a hold, or your poly cement isn't giving a hold. Basically, epoxy glues, they're two-part glues. It's like a resin essentially, and you mix them together and they become super hard. Now the epoxy glue that I use, and I only exclusively use, is this stuff here. This is called Araldite, and this is probably the strongest substance known to man. I've known metal joints on stuff to give up before this Araldite stuff does. It is incredibly strong once you get the right ratios. However, the only thing with Araldite is it is incredibly smelly and it is incredibly messy. Also, it helps if you don't like getting stuff on your hands. I mean, this stuff is an irritant, and it's also really you guys can see there, it's an irritant and it will kill fish and trees. So yeah, don't let any animals eat it. Don't get it on your hands because it will it's caustic and it'll burn slightly. What we're going to need something to mix it in, and we're going to need something to mix it with. I opt for just a bit of cut up sprue because at the end of the day, whatever you're going to mix it with is a write-off. It's curtains for it, it's good night Irene, you might as well just bin it afterwards. Same as the tray, and this plastic thing, I don't even know what the fuck it is. But anyway, let's just zoom in a little bit. Now the thing, in fact no, I'll zoom out. The thing that we're going to be gluing is the close combat weapon arm assembly for the Stomper. Now as you can see on here, I've tried to use some green stuff, and it's just, it's okay, because the green stuff and super glue stick better than it would with the ABS piping onto the PVC pipe, but it's still not good enough, so I'm going to use Araldite to stick this like that. Let me just check, make sure I've got it right. Hold on. Magnets away. So I'll check and make sure I've got it the right kind of distance. Right, okay, so I'm going to be gluing it roughly halfway up this piping. Let's put the buzzsaw down there. Let's make sure that I've got the actual arm bit the right way around. Yes, I have. I don't think it really matters. I think it was pretty centralised in where it was glued. But anyway, what we're going to do is, I'm conscious that I'm going to be running low on time, so we're going to start by adding, this is the resin part. The white one is always the resin. As you can see there, it's very stringy. I'm just going to zoom in for you guys so you can get a bit of a closer look. See, I do love it and I applaud the product, but it's just so damn messy. Now, we're not actually going to need an awful lot of Araldite, probably just one blob. I tend to mix it in equal parts, or as close to equal as I can get. There we go, there's one blob. And then we're going to add the hardener. Look at that there, looks like jizz. Looks like cummy cum. Right, let's add the hardener. Now, it is a very thick and viscous fluid, this is. So one thing that you will get wear and tear on the metal tubes, and it can be quite annoying because what you can get then, you can actually get leakage, which isn't desired because it goes all over your hands and stuff like that. Okay, so what we're going to do, where's my mixing stick? There it is. Once the two are in there, what we're going to do, we're going to give them a mix-up quite vigorously. Now, with Araldite, the working time with it is not long at all. Pretty much as soon as it's mixed, you have to apply it to whatever you're trying to stick, because it'll just, well, that's it really. It'll just set straight away, and once it sets, it forms an extremely hard bond. So what we're going to try and do, we're going to try and gather some of this up, and what we're going to do, we're going to put a blob there like that. Like I say, you don't need much at all. And then we're going to mix that a little bit more because there was some on the edge that I didn't quite get. Oh, fuck's sake. There we go. Now you see I've chosen a bit of a crap container because it's not on, it's getting pushed further and further up. So we're going to have to try and wrap it round. Oh fuck it, that should be enough. There's enough on the stick anyway. And we're going to apply that there, like that. Again, I didn't anticipate we'd need much. And then we're going to fucking put that away and hope that the dog doesn't get it. So then there's the M for the magnet side. That's the side that's going to actually be going on the stomper. And what we're going to do, we are going to place that about halfway up. I'm going to make sure that the glue is actually in there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to hold it at about the right angle that we want, which is a slight jaunt like that. And then we're going to try and find out how to balance it. And what I'll do, I'll come back when this is dry, so I'll see you guys in a second. Okie dokie guys, well it's been roughly, oh I don't know, roughly how long? I think about 25 minutes. And it's pretty damn solid. It's not quite set yet, but it's enough for you to get a general working idea. I mean, that's pretty heavy, that buzzsaw. And it's not budging at all. Let's just see, I'm just going to pop it on. Actually, no, I'll pop it on the stomper off camera. But anyway, guys, that's Araldite. A fucking brilliant solution to your gluing needs. Right, guys, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys again. Goodbye.